Alright, everybody. How's it going? I'm on a night shift again. And I just thought to myself, instead of sitting down on my break, because I do pretty much sit down all the time at work, thought I'll just go around block. I work in Sheffield. It's not too cold tonight, so I thought I'd go and stretch my legs, see what it's all about, all nightlife. I'm working down near a train station. So you can pretty much see Sheffield train stations here. So I'm just going to walk around block, give you a quick vlog update. Thank you very much if you're new to the channel. And I appreciate everybody that's followed me so far and subscribed. I do normally talk about films or I talk about festivals. Sometimes I just talk about life. And that's it really. But I want to talk to you tonight about how you're feeling towards Christmas this year. Are you scared? Are you ready for it? Or are you feeling a bit like anxious towards Christmas and towards that one event that comes once a year where everybody wants everything to be, just so perfect? And if you've got kids and if you've got family, there's a little bit more pressure, isn't there, to get it right and make it so it's their memorable day and everything needs to be just right for that day, doesn't it? And I thought to myself, I could talk about this because it doesn't have to be that much pressure, does it, at Christmas? And what things we've got to be grateful for. I want to talk about that again because that's an ongoing thing with me. I like to get grounded and remember what I've got and how grateful I am. I'm really grateful that I've got this channel, to be fair, and that I can speak to you lot. And this is bus station now. There's people going home, isn't they, after the shifts and stuff. People maybe been out for a night round chef. It's all coming to an end, but there's people that work through now. I'm not the only one. I chose to work nights. Better for me, Better more for my circumstance. Yeah, because I do that thing where I work shifts. I get 4 days off. Every 4 that I work follows by 4 off, which I used to recover and what have you and relax and have family time, and it's less travel. Less travel during week. At this very moment, I realised that my mic were turned off. Sorry about traffic. Here we are, look, Sheffield's oldest pub that's still a pub. And it's a good one. My mate Stuart's got it, who I used to work with. Sometimes go in for a bite to eat and a catch up. I did go in and he let me give me full access and give me a tour and everything. I came home wanting to edit it and make it a nice vlog. Bloody all in slow motion again, weren't it? Well, that was in summer, that, so I need to go back, and he's a good lad, Stuart. So what I'm wanting to talk about, like I say, is Christmas. And there is certain people feeling pressure. I understand. I've been there. Kids get older and it's a bit less pressure where you've got to organise everything. When they're a bit older, they've probably got plans of their own and, you get them certain gifts and it's not that much of an hassle. As it were, say when they were young and you wanted to keep up with everybody and you wanted to give them what you thought others had got, and it's a bit of a rat race, isn't it? But first thing I want to talk about is time, right? Because that is the most precious thing that you can give anybody, especially your kids and your family. Time. And I've said it before on my other vlogs. It is you watching this video and people that are watching me. I'm really grateful of that. So that's one thing I'm really grateful of. Being able to vlog in people's time, it's massively... you can never get it back, can you? And with that, at Christmas, my memories of Christmas are spending time with my family. right? And in my heart, obviously, I will get to the point. The memories that I've got of Christmas are not how a certain present were wrapped, right? Or how the day went in order of ceremony, or how many presents I got. It's them little moments that I remember. Spending time at my gran's when I was growing up, and she'd let me stay up and watch Christmas telly. And having to, get excited because you're being around family. You're not at school. You're not working. You might have got some time off. And you're going to spend time with loved ones. And if you can't spend time with loved ones because you're working away, then, it can't always be perfect. It's not the perfect day that everybody thinks it has to be, is what I'm trying to say. That's my main thing that I want to get across on this vlog. It does not have to be like your textbook Christmas, where everything falls into place. Because like I say, it's memories what you'll remember growing up. What's on telly. Hey, it used to be a great big buzz around telly when I was growing up. I'll not be the only one. There'll be a few remember. You used to fight over Radio Times Christmas edition, and you plan it all out, what we were watching, there was specials on, and there was some good telly on back in the day, and you'd have to plan it out, your day who were watching what, and when specials were coming on, and, typically we'd get together as a family and have a really nice meal. And that is brilliant if you can get round as a family together at Christmas and have a nice meal and just be really grateful. And I think I love my food, you know what I mean? Also at Christmas, the best day we had at Christmas growing up weren't Christmas Day really, it was Boxing Day, because extended family came to my grandma's house and friends. We'd have cold meat, turkey, ham, all spread out, a bit of salad. And my mum and my grandma, it were almost like they were trying to outdo each other in the same kitchen. That's it. We all helped out. We all did his bit. But we used to enjoy food after Christmas just as much as Christmas Day. Cold turkey and ham that with some homemade chips, pickle, on side at plate. Oh, I love it, mate. And when I say chips, bear in mind I was brought up in a fish and chip shop. They were Taylor's chips. So my mum had salt shop, mum and dad had salt shop years ago. But she could still make the chips for us. So we got that spread on and more. We got Taylor's chips. I tell you what, mother. We were a bloody good maker of chips, you and my father. The best they were. I used to love pickled walnuts. I don't know if they still do them. I'm going to have to look. Does anybody else like pickled walnuts? Or is it just me? Probably just me. A bit daft like that. Yeah, pickled walnuts. And that's what we're about. All getting round. Everybody bringing a bit of snap together. And having it were relaxing. Because you got Christmas out of road. But you don't have to stress too much about it, like I said. You're never going to have the perfect day. And if you're stressing now about it, and you wanted to make sure everything's absolutely clockwork and right, which I understand, especially if you've got kids. But we don't live in a perfect world where it's all going to be rosy, and you'll have a good Christmas if you give yourself time. And if you're stressing about it, I've got some tips coming up. If you're stressing about Christmas Day and you don't think you're going to get food, you think you're too far in front, you maybe want to think about when you get up at Christmas, what are you grateful for? What have you got? And what have you got to do? What you've got to do is not think of the whole day. Think of the first hour. Let's get up and have breakfast. Or even break it down to half an hour. I've got up. I've got out of bed. Hey, it's not as bad as I thought, is it? It's going all right. Do you know what I mean? And break the day down. And almost minimise then the full worry of the day into small segments. And allow yourself to think about each hour or half hour, but no further. So you're minimising it down. And that works for me. Only deal with what you've got in front. And don't deal too much ahead. Because you can't pour from an empty glass, can you? If you're out of steam and you're stressed out, you can't give, can you? So you have to look after yourselves. Lowering the noise is another tip for you. Lowering the noise. It might be busy, you might have people around, it might be great, you might just need a bit of peace. Look, disconnect yourself from your phone, which is hard, but turn it off for half an hour. Turn telly down. Go and read a book. Go for a brisk walk for 5 or 10 minutes. Take some time for yourself on Christmas and just turn things down. Turn the noise down. You don't always have to be listening. I don't mean being rude, but give yourself time. When I say turn the noise down, control what you can control. Turn your phone off, turn the noise down on telly, have a minute, and recharge your batteries. Hey, that's what I do at Download. I love that tent, because when it gets too much for me with people, I'll hobble back and I'll sit and have an hour to myself. And it's similar with Christmas, and it's similar with situations where life's busy and everything's moving too quick. Quiet it down. You might not have got everything you want, or you might not be getting everything you want, but you might have got an house over your head, a roof, it's fairly warm, not too warm because obviously it's expensive eating, isn't it? But you've got somewhere and you've got somebody to spend Christmas with, and if you have, you're really, really lucky. Let me tell you that, you're really, really lucky and fortunate. You don't need these material things as much as what you think. And like I said, my memories are not so much everything I got, is who I spend time with. And I look at me growing up to have my family around and friends calling in. They're my best memories, to be fair. And before I go in, a couple more things just to say. If you're really, really struggling and you're under the coach, you've got the top weight on, my dad used to say, because he used to drive scrap wagging lorries before he worked in, had his own chippy. He used to say, I've got top weight on, love. It means I've got as much as I can carry and more, right? If you get like that, like things are too much, do not suffer just because you haven't asked somebody for help, right? Do you know what I mean? Don't let pride make you suffer as well. Send somebody a message. This is when you probably have to put your phone back on, yeah. Send somebody a message. I'm not doing very well today. That's all you need to say. I'm finding it tough. And ask somebody for help. Because if you ask somebody for help, then they give you that support, you can always repay it favour when you're alright, can't you? And it's alright saying nobody's helping me and nobody came to help, but did you ask for some help? You know, I know it's not easy. I've been in that situation where I couldn't ask for help. I've been there before, I really, really have. But please, I would say, please ask somebody that's close to you for help. And don't struggle on your own. And don't build it up to this magical thing that... I hope you have a fantastic Christmas, don't get me wrong. I hope your kids have an amazing Christmas and your family all see you. And if you can't, I hope you get together as soon as you can. But if you don't go to plan, it's not end up well. Do you know what I mean? Give yourself a pat on back because you got up and you tried and you did everything you could and you did good enough, because that's your best. Do you know what I mean? And thinking about that as well, I'll end it now because I've only got a few minutes left on my dinner actually. But being grateful for things. I'm really, really grateful for you guys, and I'm grateful that I can vlog. More so, I'm grateful for the family I've got. I'm really grateful for the family I've got in my life. My 2 kids are incredible kids. I love them to bits. My wife she's next level, and we've been together since forever, since we were 17-year-old. So and it's not been easy. That's not easy, but we've made it as go as much as possible. We've had the best times. We've been through all different stuff together. Communication is a big one, and having your own space as individuals as well. And I love you, Sharon, and I love you kids so much. And I've got some fantastic friends as well, incredible friends. I'm really lucky. So I'm grateful for a lot of things. I suppose really as well, I'm grateful for pickled walnuts, because they're mint now. I'm going to have to go and see if they still do them. And snap and food I used to have over Christmas, and I still do. I'm lucky to be looking forward to a Christmas where I'm working. I've got my family around me, and I'm sure I'm going to be able to get some time in there for myself and relax as well. I'm very, very fortunate, in that I've hardly worked to Christmas in the last few years. I have worked in retail, and I've worked in factories, and I've worked all over, but for the last few years I've been very, very fortunate, and it's just far where I've had Christmas off, or I've been able to use holidays. So I know that I am lucky, and I'm not bragging, but I am very, very lucky. So I've got a lot in my life to be happy for. But have a wonderful Christmas, won't you? And please give yourself time, and don't overthink everything. Do that thing where you minimise your day and take it half an hour by take it a time, step at a step. Do that thing where you turn noise down, right? Just give yourself a breather. It honestly works. It's worked for me. You've got to do it. Treat yourself to a bit of you time, And please cherish every memory that you've got with your family. Yeah, it's so much more important than a fancy toy or a fancy gift or technology. Making memories is the best thing you could do with your family, and they'll love you for it, hopefully, forever. Like I love mine. So thanks, everybody. I've got another couple of vlogs coming up. One is about some films or something that I like watching. The ones I can't unsee. Yeah, I've got another one of them coming up, hopefully before Christmas. And then we've got a big festival year, with download and things like that. But honestly, I'm over the moon that we've got over 500 subscribers. It's not why I'm doing it, to get numbers and to get monetized. Trust me, it definitely isn't. But it helps spread my channel, and it helps my channel grow with the algorithm and weird things that happen on YouTube. It really does help. So thank you, everybody. None of you are taken for granted. I love you all for that. Leave us a comment. Do you like pickled onions? Do you remember when telly were decent at Christmas? Fools and horses and that, it were good, weren't it? Enjoy it. Cheers.